everyone, Monica here again. Welcome to Consulting Monica. So guess what I have for you today? We're going to talk a little bit about your brain and your heart. Now, a lot of people tell me that apparently your thoughts can come both from your mind or from your heart. So there's a lot of confusion there, like what your mind says, what your heart says, and who you should listen to. Okay, so let's start with this. The heart can only pump blood, okay, in your system. It's not going to generate any thoughts. And all the thoughts are actually coming from your mind. So this is why it's so important that you understand your mind so that you can choose what thoughts to generate, because that will eventually dictate how you feel. Therefore, that will dictate the quality of your life. So let's start with the thought, okay? So let's say that today I have a negative, no, let's do another thing. Let's say today I have a positive thought about you, and my emotions towards you will be sweet and pleasant, yes? So this will go on for a while. Then one day you do something I dislike, and now I'm gonna have a negative thought about you. But now, because my emotions towards you were sweet, now my thought is gonna be negative. Yes, but my emotions are going to be sweet. Now this creates a lot of confusion in the mind because it doesn't know what to do. I'm sure you've experienced this in your life. Why is this happening? Now, because thoughts are very agile and fast, so you just generate them, they come in, they go out, and it's on, immediately when you generated the thought, it's on, and it's going to trigger certain mechanisms in your brain. Yes. But now the emotion just follows along with thought. Emotions are like when people are in love. They just sit and dream all day and look at the sky and everything is so beautiful and in slow motion. Yeah, thoughts are more like in the Matrix, but not in the slow motions from the Matrix, yes? So now the emotion will catch up with the thoughts, but depending on the intensity of that emotion, it may take a day, a week, a month, depending on how intense that emotion is. Yes, depending on the intensity of your thought, basically, because it starts with the thought, and that is the trigger. So now your mind is going to be very confused when you are in that there's a gap, right? That lag when your mind says one thing and your heart says another thing. They say the same thing. It's just that the emotions didn't caught up with the thoughts. So this is what I wanted you to understand, how thoughts generate emotions. Yes, and it's very important to see that ultimately how you think will always be how you feel. So if you think something negative, even though you do not see its repercussions on the moment because your emotions may still be positive, right, from your previous thoughts in your previous weeks or days. But the moment you start thinking negatively, it will turn around, and then that's how you will feel. Now, when you will start feeling negative towards something or someone in your life, now you're going to think like it hit you all of a sudden, like, where did this emotion came from? It came from all those thoughts that you've been generating previous days, unconsciously probably, and not even realizing that they're going to make you feel nasty inside you. So this is why it's so important, like, for example, when you take major decisions in your life that are going to dictate your future. Now, all the journey that you're going to take towards your goal or dream is going to be dictated ultimately by the thoughts that you generated and how that made you feel. Yes. And feeling negative about something can be a major impediment in you achieving your dream. So that's why it's so important when you make such a decision in your life. It's very, very important to be clear-headed, to really think clearly, to be in a peaceful state, to be in a happy state, to be in a joyful state, and to really look at your life and ask yourself, if you would be on your deathbed right now, and let's say you would look back with what you planned to do in your life, would you be proud of it or ashamed of it? Does it really mean a damn thing to you? And it doesn't matter what other people think. Now, if something dictates the quality of your life, I don't know about you, but I would really, really pay attention to this, yes? And like I said, the mind is the most complex mechanism that we know of. And it doesn't have a user's manual, and you need to know how it functions, because not knowing how it functions, it's insane, It's just like buying a new phone or some laptop or some new technology, and you don't even read how to use it, but you've never used it before in your life. I mean, when do you want to learn? When it broke, when you're going to throw it to the garbage, when you're in a coffin. So now is the time to learn, yes? And don't forget that I'm a life coach and this is what I do. And I can help you out with whatever kind of issues you have. Now, another reason why how you think is so important is because here's the thing. If you have positive thoughts towards someone, you will inevitably have positive emotions towards someone, and your interaction with that person will be of, very constructive and positive nature. And so will it be for you. But it's impossible, for example, now if I have a negative thought towards you, it's impossible to have something, to think something negative about you, but then love you or have a sweet emotion about you. Just like the other way around. You can't think positive about someone, but then you hate them. Only, like I mentioned, if you're still in that lag, and that creates a lot of confusion to do that to yourself and a lot of stress on the system, yes? So you need the quality of your thoughts to be, proportionate, to be in the same direction. And the minute you catch yourself thinking negative, you just interfere and you say, no, we're not doing this, yes? You say that to your mind, because otherwise, if your thoughts are accidental, and you don't take charge of them, then your emotions will be an accident. And now those are even harder to take charge of. At least the thought, it's something logical, and you can control it, you can change it, you can alter it, you can stop it, you can let it be. And ideally, you should just let it be and it will fade away. Now, once the intensity is strong and you generated some strong emotions about someone, now even if they're positive or negative, if they're very intense, it's gonna cause a certain stress in the system. Yes, you need to be in a certain state of equanimity. In an ideal situation, you want your thoughts and your emotions to be just as intense as you want them to be, and to sit on that straight line that it serves the purpose for you and for the people around you and the interactions. So you need to kind of get to that level, okay? So whenever you make a decision, it's important to take these things into consideration. It's important to organize your thoughts in such a way that they will only generate positive or constructive emotions. You need to create an upward spiral for what you want to do in your life. And it all starts with a thought. Because if you have a thought today, that's going to generate how you feel tomorrow. And how you feel inside is going to generate the quality of your life on a daily basis. And the quality of your life on a daily basis, well, guess what? It's going to dictate what you're going to build in your future. So it all starts with a thought. So ideally, you shouldn't even pay so much attention to your thoughts, and you shouldn't take them so seriously. But most people take them seriously. And now when you take them seriously, the more serious you take them, the bigger the transformation they will cause upon your emotions. So if you can't create a certain distance from your thoughts, then it's important to organize them in a very constructive and positive way, so that you can use that as a leverage as to how you will feel on a given day. Because, when do you think you plan your future? Every day today, and it's influenced by how you think and mostly how you feel within you. Yes. So that's what I wanted to tell you, that it all starts with your thought and how you feel every day. So be very careful with that, and do not overestimate it, because that will dictate your life. Yes. So that's what I had for you today. And if you have any kind of issues of or about generating thoughts or positive emotions that can help you in your project, please leave me a comment, or you can find my Facebook page in the description box, schedule a free call with me, or leave me a message. Be careful with those thoughts there, okay? Make them positive and constructive, because life is precious, and your thoughts will turn into how you feel, and how you feel will dictate the quality of your life and will dictate your entire future. So that being said, don't forget to like this video if it helped you, and subscribe to my channel, because we will be having a lot of videos like this to help you guys fulfill your dreams.